A happy St. Patrick's Day, which is huge in Boston, as we know. So, a special hello to the Fitzies, the O'Briens, the Sullivans, and the Murphys. Okay, I'll stop. I'm your host, Mike Antonellis, Red Sox Now, episode number 3. We just keep rocking and rolling. Please like, subscribe, comment. We want the comments. We know Red Sox fans are super passionate, so let us know. Any show ideas? You never know. Maybe we incorporate you. Maybe we mention you. But let's get to business. So what a day on Sunday. Able to watch that game broadcasted on Nesson. Garrett Crochet is getting pumped up, and I couldn't help but a play on words here for St. Patrick's Day. Lucky to have a starter like Garrett Crochet. 4 innings, scoreless against the Twins. He had 7 strikeouts, no runs allowed. And one thing about how great he is. I mean, he mainly used 3 pitches: the fastball, the cutter, the changeup. He's got a little sink on the fastball, topped out at 98. Such an easy delivery. But when I say lucky, I really mean this. I know when this trade happened, there were a lot of people that were upset. The Red Sox gave up the top prospect and Braden Montgomery, and they gave up Chase Mydroth and Kyle Teal, a top prospect. But think about this. Starting pitchers like Garrett Crochet don't grow on trees. He's young. He had a very dominant year last year. It's not like they got a guy and they're buying low on him. They got a guy that had a very good year, over 200 strikeouts. There isn't many arms like this in Major League Baseball. And the fact that you did not have to give up someone off your 25-man roster, to me, that's pretty incredible. And I really think the Red Sox didn't give up a lot, and I still don't think it's a great move for the White Sox. I really don't. I know that they're so bad right now, and they're trying to stuff their organization with players. I get that. But if you want to succeed and you want to win in Major League Baseball, you need to have an ace. You can't find these guys. You get these guys by signing them as free agents. And I'll tell you what, I really like what I've seen. He's getting the opening day nod, and it's a young stud arm that you have. And I think they'll get that deal done pretty soon. So moves to make, of course, with starting pitchers. And we know that there's a lot of moves that have to be made by Alex Cora because the Red Sox will depart Florida early. Now, a lot of big league teams will do this. We already see with the Cubs and the Dodgers, they're playing regular season games on the 18th. They're already in Tokyo playing exhibition games. They'll play regular season games. The rosters, though, expanded for that. But the Red Sox will go to Mexico, and Tuesday is when they're going to have a lot of decisions to make. Ian Brown, who writes for RedSox.com, is the beat writer for the Sox for the online. You can go to RedSox.com and read his articles. And, you know, he said it's looking more and more like Anthony, Meyer, and Campbell, they've been deemed the big 3, will begin the season with AAA Worcester. And I'm one of the Woo Sox broadcasters, so if that happens, on these reports daily, I can give you a great update on how those guys are playing. But we'll see what happens. Many say, and it looks like that Anthony is close to being big league ready, but what about Christian Campbell? He's been playing in a lot of big league games. My feeling is this. They know what they're going to do. I don't think they want to let that cat out of the bag yet because it's a really young player. I think with a guy like Campbell and with other guys battling for positions, they don't want to announce that. I really think it's something that they're going to announce as late as they possibly can. Alex Cora did say playing time is important. The development of players is important, but I think winning games right now is more important. So what does that say? It says to me that he does not care if maybe guys need a few more at-bats. He doesn't care if he ruffles feathers with Devers. He is going to play who he thinks is best to win. The old Bill Belichick line, we're going to do what's best for the team. And Alex Cora and Craig Breslow are doing that now because they're not thinking long-term, and they feel like they got a team right now. So it's interesting. We'll see what happens. If you ask this question, well, why wouldn't one of those guys be a bench player? Here's why. If you have prospects that you really like, that you think are future big leaguers, they need to play. I never understood this when I was younger. I thought you carried your best players regardless. So Roman Anthony, Meyer, Campbell might be better than some of the bench pieces you have, but you want at-bats for those guys. You want them to be sharp, and that's offensively and defensively, so that's why those guys will play. So a lot of decisions for Alex Cora, and he is lucky that he's got this roster and these prospects waiting. I feel like we're very lucky to have this guy, and I feel like he is very under the radar, in my opinion. I have seen mock rosters with Ceddanne Rafaela not on it, and I just don't get it. I absolutely don't get it. Think about this. At the end of his season in 23, he came up to Worcester, and some of the criticisms of him was chasing, and he was chasing a lot. And many didn't know going into the offseason, would he make the club? He went to the big leagues at the end of 23, did a pretty good job, and then he wins that job last year out of camp. And I've said this many times to many people. I was so impressed that the fact that this guy, after that demoralizing injury to Trevor Story, you had to ask that guy to play shortstop in his first full big league year. And how did he do? Did a damn good job. He threw another runner out at the plate on Sunday, threw out former Red Sox catcher Christian Vazquez. He's got a hose. He is a Gold Glove outfielder in all aspects. But don't knock his offense. Okay, he hit 246 first full year. Did he chase a little bit? Yeah, but he will get better. He will adjust. 15 home runs. He could have a 25, 30 home run year in him. And you might call me crazy, but it was his first year last year. He knocked in 75 runs, including an 8 RBI game. I really think he is going completely under the radar. I want your comments about Ceddanne Rafaela. Back of the pen, looking solid. I think the Red Sox, over the last few years, have done a very good job of this. But I like what they have because you need those older guys. They're so key. Liam Hendricks, what a great story he is with Aroldis Chapman. Those are going to be the two back ends. You have the two older guys with the two young guys. So your four going backwards, closer, Hendricks, setup man, Chapman, Whitlock, and Slayton. That is really good. That's a lot of gas. A lot of fastballs coming out of those arms, especially from Chapman. Justin Wilson, a left-hander, looks like he will make it. And then I have here guys battling. I think Adam Ottavino makes it because of the arm slot. It's a different look. He's a veteran. What about Cooper Criswell? With some uncertainty, maybe he makes the starting rotation or he's that bulk reliever. You have Craig Weissert. You have Austin Adams, Brennan Bernardino, Isaiah Campbell, Luis Guerrero, Zach Kelly, Brian Mata, Winkowski, Mills, and Davis. Those are all the depth pieces that you have. As I really like what the Red Sox are doing with their bullpen, and I like the options that they're going to have at their disposal in AAA Worcester. All right, that's episode 3 of Red Sox Now. Your host, Mike Antonellis. Follow me on X at Radio Mike. That's all my social media channels. Make sure to subscribe and like the channel. And a happy St. Patrick's Day. Red Sox open up in Texas, and we can't wait to cover that all season long. Thanks for watching Red Sox Now.